Good morning, Charity.
Good morning, Glenn Lawrence.
Okay, now even the YouTube is live.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Good morning, Jirvas.
Thank you, Ryan Lawrence. Good morning.
Good
I'm told you
morning.
I.
I'm here in Chigara. I'm here in Chigara. I had forgotten the time difference.
For there, it must be 6.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meeting is streamlining, but I'm not hearing anything.
Has it started yet?
Oh, can register some people?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it started yet.
Good morning, members on call.
There you go.
Good morning, members.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back from the DG's dinner for those who attended.
Thank you.
Actually,
Though
of the
some of
people,
us missed.
many of you were not there. Now I request some Sangas to rename to put your name like you see Lionel Yema, Lion Nabidio, Lion Namara. Can we rename? You're the only one who has no name. If possible, put your club so that we are able to report. Diane, you also put your name or your club.
Right.
We are going to give it like 5 minutes and then we shall start. Our presenter is already in the house, so we have no reason why we can't continue if we have like 25 people. We are 13 now, and I believe in a short while we should be able to have the numbers. And then we start. Thank you.
You pick something to eat, eh? Fruit chips for all of us. Okay. Open there. We're not going to redo it. Come.
I have renamed mine. Thank you.
Lion Professor, please allow our Professor, Lion Nancy to, you make him a co-host so that she's able to share. Thank you.
She's able to share. It is open.
Okay, Lion Nancy is open now. You're able to share. So you can try. If you fail, then Professor Orangel Vaz can help share your slides.
Has she managed to share?
Lion Nancy, you try to share and we see.
Good morning, fellow Lions.
Good morning, Ryan Nancy.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Ryan Venza.
Yes. I'm trying to share. Ryan, Professor, maybe can you share?
I can share for you. It's okay. Let me share.
Hello.
Yes, Ryan.
Yes. I think
Are you-
Professor already shared.
Okay. Okay, I think
Ryan Charity.
good morning, members.
Good morning, Lion.
We are now ready to start. I think other members will join us on the call because it's already coming to 20 minutes. My name is Charity Atwine, and I'm your mentorship and officer. And this morning, we are so glad to have you once again to be with us for this breakfast training. Our host is already in the house. Our GLT coordinator is in the house. So we are going to have the same agenda like we usually have. We have the invocation. We shall have opening remarks from our GLT coordinator. We shall have the introduction of the presenter this morning. Then if the DG has joined us, after the question and answer, we'll have the DG close this session. If she's not very tired from yesterday's maybe making on her dinner. So that will be our agenda. Now, I will do the invocation myself, and I request that we have ourselves a word of prayer. Lord God, make us lions in more than men, and let our commitment be greater than our gain. Install a servant's heart within us. Humble us as we strive for the unity rather than for our own will. Strengthen us that we may better carry the burdens of others. Enable us that we may see beyond our horizons. And most importantly, give us vision that we may grant sight and the voice of peace in silence. Bless us now, we pray. In the name of the Lord, we have prayed.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Now we shall request our GOT coordinator, Lion Gilvers Indianabo, is on call to give us opening remarks. But before he comes, there is something I need to communicate that on Saturday 2nd, because of the cabinet meeting, we shall not be having this breakfast. We're also going to communicate it, breakfast training, because we already have training at the cabinet meeting, which is also going to be live. So we don't need to prepare for the Saturday morning breakfast training because we'll be traveling. Another communication, yes, we'll be sharing the link, but still, the link which we are using, it is continuous for every Saturday. So in Saturday morning, when you wake up, just click on the link at 7 o'clock. You don't need to delay. I call upon our GLT coordinator, Gilvers Dianabo, to give his opening remarks.
Thank you, Ryan Charity. Good morning to all, fellow Ryan. Another warm welcome from the GLT team to everyone who is on this call. I'm sure the numbers will increase. We continue working out what time is most appropriate for all of us. As we said at the beginning of this Lions year, every Lion is a leader. We will involve many more Lions in this training, the ones on Saturday and many others that are planned for this Lions year. Make sure that we develop that leadership for all of us. Special thanks to Lion Charity for hosting days, for moderating days training. Special thanks to Ryan Lawrence, our Vice District Governor, for the technical support. And a very, very warm welcome and special thanks to Ryan Nancy for accepting to make this very important presentation about membership. Everything begins with membership in the Lions Club. So in addition to what Lion Charity said about next week, Saturday, the trainings will start from 8:30 to 10:30. So as she said, more communication will be passed through our usual communication channels, Lions of Uganda and other WhatsApp groups and many others. Welcome, and back to you, Lion Charity.
Thank you very much, our GLT coordinator, Ellen Gilvers Indianabo. Members on call, now we are ready to receive our presenter. Our presenter today is going to present on strategies of member recruitment and retention, a challenge which we are all having at the moment. So these strategies, I believe, are going to help us know how to recruit, but most important, retain. Our presenter today is none other than Lion Nyamweya Yeka. She's a member of Lions Club of Bushenyi since 2013. She has served at club level as a treasurer twice and other positions until she was president. Then she became a zone chairperson, a regional chairperson, a sub-treasurer for twice, district office and New Voices. She has been a marketing and communications chairperson for 2024, 2025. She's currently our GMT coordinator for the year for the service years 2025, 2026. Our presenter, Lion Nancy, has not only been a leader at the district and club level, but she has also attended training. She attended Regional Lions Leadership Institute. She has attended 15 online courses. She has been a district officer, New Voices. And recently, she attended the Mission 1.5 Summit in Addis Ababa. This was recently now. And as our GMT coordinator and the past marketing and communications chairperson, she has all the resources, she has all the knowledge, she has been driving membership, and she's a vibe master. So today, please, let's learn from her. Let's look at what she's going to share with us as a resource, because that's who she is. And today, join me to welcome our presenter, Lion Nancy Nyamweya Yeka, a member of Lions Club of Bushenyi, and we are very glad to have you, Lion Nancy. Please come and talk to us and give us the strategies and tips on how we can recruit and maintain and retain our members. Over to you, Lion Nancy. You're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Lion Charity. Good morning, fellow Lions. Good morning, fellow Lions.
Good morning.
Yes, I wanted to that you are hearing me.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you so much, Lion Charity, our GLT coordinator. Hopefully, our district governor should be in the call as soon as possible. Thank you, Professor, our first vice district governor, for the support you are giving us. Once again, I have been introduced, and Charity, thank you for that humble introduction. I think the only thing you missed that I am the girl from the West. I am full of West, and I'm proud of that. And above all, I am so passionate about Lionism.
Wow,
Today,
wow.
Today I've been given a very simple task of discussing the strategies of member recruitment and retention. But I know that all of us Lions who are on call, you know a lot, or you've done a lot in this area, but we are going to share and see how to share the good practices and make our District 411B shine more than ever. As Charity mentioned, we just came back from the Mission 1.5 Summit in Addis Ababa, and I must
Nancy, we've lost you. Members, I request that we mute those who are not presenting. Kindly mute so that we only listen to our presenter.
I think the presenter is having internet issues.
I think so. It happens to all of us. Let's be patient as she signs back.
Sorry for that, fellow Lions. I hope you now.
Yes.
Now we can hear you, Nancy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think network issues. So to grow membership, we must start with a recruitment plan at the club level. And once we have a recruitment plan, remember, membership recruitment and retention starts with the plan. In everything, if you know, they usually say, if you want to fail by not starting with the planning. And so we really encourage the club to have a who should drive this together with the club president and all members. And these plans should be smart. And what do we really mean by being smart? Yes, next.
Nancy, you are on, but we don't hear you.
I think she has internet issues because she's on, but she's actually off now.
Now she has gone off completely.
Maybe let her sign back. I believe when she does, she will be in a better position.
Charity, continue the presentation.
I believe she will be back, but at the moment she was sharing the setting SMART goals at both club, at the club level. And SMART, we are looking at specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and timed, realistic and time-bound. That is the slide.
Lions.
She's back. Welcome back, Nancy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, loud and clear. The girl from Bushenyi.
I'm so sorry about yes. Yes,
It
I
happened.
think my network is not, but can we go back, Professor, to the previous slide? Yes, we were talking about having SMART goals, having a plan for the recruitment. One, we must be very specific. Let's have clear targets. Look at your club. Remember, each club, we have our club our way, but as a district, we have given each club a target of 10 new members in this Lionistic year. But we know that there are clubs which are more stronger than others. You can even surpass this. So at the club level, you can give your specific target, which is measurable and actionable and realistic at the end of the day. So when we look like the clubs, like the likes of Ntungamo, when we mention of 10 new members, they have proved to us that they can recruit more than that. So each club should have specific targets which are realistic according to the club. But for all of us, for all the clubs, at least a minimum of 10 new members. Next slide. The next slide, Professor, yes. What is the importance of recruitment and retention? Remember, the more hands we have, it is the more service we give to our communities. Numbers speak loud. I know we have even been in the primaries elections across the country, and you know that the numbers were speaking volumes. So why are we saying that we recruit? Number one, recruitment brings new energy and ideas. And I want to share some experience in this. As I told you, I joined the Lions Club of Bushenyi in 2013. 2014, I became a treasurer. 15, again a treasurer. 16, 17, I became a president. And I met by then Lion Smith Tayebwa, very energetic, very passionate about Lions. And I want to assure you that that year, when I was a president, I joined in when we were 20 members. And by the time I was leaving as a club president, we had 43 members. And from that time up to now, Lions Club of Bushenyi has never gone backwards. It was not my effort, but everyone's effort, and I want to thank Lion Smith so much, and the Lions who were there by that time, our IPP Lion Alice, among others. So you can see the power of recruitment. New members come in with new energies, new ideas, new talents, and so you expand the club and you do more wonderful things. 2, retention preserves experience, builds continuity. If we cannot recruit, it means even those who have been there. I know this has been a general concern across board, that there are some members who are in the club, but they are not delivering much. But when you recruit, and then you can now retain the new energies, they will come when they are vibrant, they want to serve, they want to do everything. And then for those whom you have tried your level best, you have put a lot of strategies to ensure that they can move on if they fail. And then those ones can now be, be exited, but as you add more Lions. 3, sustainable clubs drive sustainable impact. The strong your club, the impact you will make in your community. And the people will look at the services you do, how you do it, and then you will make impact in that community. Building a culture of recruitment at a club level. What are the key actions? 1, this we can do it through building a team. This is a recruitment team. Recruitment team, the recruitment should not be entirely the responsibility of the club president or the membership chairperson, but at the club level, you should compose a team which will drive the recruitment team. And this team can be, 3 to 5 Lions, but they will make sure that they push harder by reminding every Lion. Remember, recruitment is every Lion's responsibility. 2, we build a vision. And in building a vision, we need to set goals. And as I have mentioned, set smart goals. Be realistic. They should be smart. They should be time-bound. And now, like now, we are looking at our Lionistic year at the club level. Set those visions so that by 30th June, you will have achieved it. 3, build a plan by engaging and recruiting community members. The members who join us are staying with us, they are within us. And in the next slide, I'm going to show you, you are going to discover that everyone around you is a potential member to be recruited. The only challenge is that we have not been very deliberate to invite them to join us. The next is build success by ensuring that new members become valid members of your club, by making them feel comfortable and feel appreciated and feel important to be Lions in your club. Professor, next slide. So some of the key recruitment roles. Organizing. Remember, from the previous slide, we have seen that we should have a recruitment team. And the recruitment team, one of their roles is to ensure that they organize. You must be very deliberate in organizing. Then 2, promoting. We should promote by the services we do in our communities. We promote through using social media and other social forums. We should promote by even the way we brand ourselves, the way we do marketing, individuals and at the club level, even where we fellowship from. If someone just entered in one of the hotels where you fellowship from, can they be able to identify this is the place where you fellowship from? I have been to Entebbe Central Inn a number of times. When you just park your car, you know that the Lions sit from here. So that's one way of promoting Lions. And people would want to know what is this Lions. 3, reaching out. Remember, not everyone will be proactive. There are some few people who are very proactive, but others we need to reach to them. Some of them have heard about Lions, but no one has ever reached to them and, give more information, put more emphasis, convince them why they should join Lions. And once we've done that and we have invited them and they have come either in our fellowships or in our activities, then we should be welcoming. Let them feel at home. Let them feel the difference. Let them feel that they are in the right place. Recently, I had friends and, we were discussing other things. And I said, but why can't you join Lions? And they were comparing the two Lions and the Rotary. And then they said, indeed, I think Lions is the right place to go because we see people with the vibe. So the way we do it, we market ourselves. The next slide, Professor. So the recruitment will, and as I mentioned, the people who should join us are a part of us. 1, our relatives. How many of us have been very deliberate to invite our relatives to join Lions? And I want to thank Lions who have done this, where you find the family and the relatives are part of us. It's a bigger family. Our relatives, our friends, our neighbors, the local professionals, religious leaders, people you do business with, or colleagues where you work, community leaders, all these are potential Lions, but we need to be deliberate by giving them information, by making them understand what the Lions is, by being proud you yourself as being a Lion. How do people know you in your community? That is what will drive these people. When you look in your phone, I like this exercise. You will find you have so many people in your phone book, but how many of them have you invited? Be deliberate. Write messages, for example. Pick a number of people in your contacts who are not yet even Lions. Write a message, you're inviting them to join Lions. Write letters. Some of the key stakeholders feel proud when you invite them in that way. Then steps to take after recruitment. Yes. Recruitment, we've seen it is a process. It needs engagement. It needs your time. It needs your other resources. But then after recruitment, what are we supposed to do? 1, we need to reflect. Now, the people we have invited, they have come to our activities, have joined us. Maybe even they have been inducted to be Lions. Reflect and how best we can engage them. 2, acknowledge efforts. Every Lion is very important at the club level and even beyond. Everyone has a part to play. I know that in each club we have different talents, and if you engage all Lions, then you are going to get the good out of them. 3, involve new members. We are very good in recruiting members, but after we have inducted them, that ceremony, we enjoy, we dance, we eat, we drink. But after that, how is our engagement with these new members? We take so long to bring them back, to know that they are part of us. But I want to thank the clubs which have done this. If you involve these new members, they are going to understand more. In Angola, they say, you make them love what they joined. So we need to involve them as much as possible. Even when we are in activities, some of them would be busy, but make efforts to invite them. Sometimes back, we could even move. Someone tells you, hey, I'm still in school, I'm still caught up. I say, can I come and pick you? It's one way of motivating them so that they like what they are doing. Then 4th, identify mentors. Every new members we recruit in our clubs, kindly, we should identify mentors for them. I know we have those who have those who have invited them, but we should not only rely on that. At least every member identify 1 or 2 mentors, including the sponsor. But the sponsors, you should also be on the lead to ensure that you will give these people enough information and always try that they come to our activities. Tips for recruitment: 1, be excited. Excitement. Yes. And if you look around across the country, all the clubs, you will find that the clubs with the high numbers, they are clubs which you know, who do service with excitement, who do fellowship with excitement, who when you are going for their induction ceremonies and installation ceremonies, there's a lot of excitement. Even individuals who speak, who talk about Lions with excitement, you make people to love what they have not seen. 2, tell stories, motivate them. Talk about Lions to people who are non-Lions. If you are given a chance, you are in church, you are maybe in a community engagement, talk about Lions. Let them know what we do. Tell them the projects we've done, the successful projects. Tell them, talk about, give stories. And stories you give, the more chances we have to recruit more members. Involve them from the beginning. Yes, we've seen that involvement is very, very, very key because they feel part of the team. Otherwise, if you try to do even exit interviews, some of the people leave because they have not been engaged. They feel that they have been isolated. Do impactful service activities. And these activities go hand in hand with the community. Community needs assessment. Sometimes we do activities which we have decided us as Lions, but we have not engaged our communities. But if we do a community needs assessment, then we are going to do activities which the community will appreciate and feel part of it and feel excited. Invite them in social functions. We usually have social functions like recently, we were having installations and inductions. Invite them, invite corporate institutions, invite friends, invite political leaders and other leaders in such social functions. It can be, a source of catching them and convincing them to join Lions Club. Next. After we have recruited, we need to look at strategies of retaining them. I know it is not easy, but I must say that it is also very easy. It's a matter of being very, very, very deliberate, be passionate about what you are doing. I know that we have Lions who have been Lions for more than even 20 years, more than 10 years, and they have never been inactive in any single year. So retention starts with engagement. The more you engage the new Lions, the more you are likely to achieve to retain them in the club. 1, do immediate involvement in projects. That one I have mentioned. And by now, I expect that the club presidents across the country, across the clubs, they have already committees, and every Lion has been at least in one committee, so that everyone feels ownership and moves forward. And of course, when we are making these committees, try to understand the likes and dislikes of Lions, try to understand their strengths and weaknesses, put them in committees which they will participate, which they will feel they have something to add value. I want to tell you, the more you are being involved, the more you will feel you are part of the thing. 2, regular feedback via exit interviews and surveys. I have mentioned this. Let us be deliberate. How many of us Lions have ever tried to go and meet the Lions who left us and find out why they left us? By they have a number of stories. Some of them, they are minor conflicts in the club. Some of them, maybe it was financial. Some of them had hiccups. I know, like the time of COVID-19, people had a number of hiccups, but have we been deliberate? Is it just a matter of saying, okay, this one didn't subscribe this year, in fact, let us drop them. Let us reach to these people. And maybe when you reach them, they feel that you value them. Remember, if you have friends who have been calling you, then you finish a week, a month, no one is calling you will feel that they no longer treasure you. So let's be deliberate on that. 3, orient members thoroughly in the first 90 days. The first 90 days are very critical because this is the moment you want to touch their hearts. And you will not touch their hearts if you don't give them enough information, orientation. I think orientation, club levels, some are lacking. We bring these new Lions, we recruit them, we preach the gospel, they come we induct them, and from there we relax on giving more information. Let's be deliberate in orienting these members. We can even, agree that in every fellowship, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we talk something about the new members. Recognize efforts with either pins, certificates, and shout outs. Yeah, there is so many ways of recognizing. Let's recognize people who put efforts. It also motivates. Remember, you are dealing with the volunteers, and by a virtue of saying thank you for what you have done, it really motivates and engages and makes someone to move forward. So, addressing disengagement, 1, we should survey former members. Why did they leave? Tailor events to member interests, foster inclusion and recognition. Every Lion should feel valued in your club. Next. Next, Professor. As he's getting to the next slide, I must say that engagement is very, very, very key. Engagement and retention is key because we want our organization to grow from strength to strength. 1, some of the best practices is to start mentor programs. That's what I have mentioned about it. Each new member you recruit in the club should have mentors, 1 or 2. And these mentors, you don't just assign a mentor. At least look at the people who are close to this new Lion, because if you also bring a stranger, they might take time to get used to each other. 2, recognize members at quarter events, or even monthly, or even every time you meet, recognize them. Transition Leos to Lions, Leo Lion bridges, because we are talking of numbers. We mentioned 1.5. Women in leadership forums. Yes, we've been talking about women in leadership. Women should be encouraged to take leadership roles, and I want to assure you that where women are taking up roles, they have done very well, and they need to be encouraged to do more further, because women serve with a lot of love. We are full of love. Number 5, youth inclusion. We should not forget the young people. They are the ones whom we should groom to grow and become even potential Lions. So as I conclude, I must say that let us grow stronger together. Each one bring one. Every member matters, every club counts. It's our joint effort that will make us move and succeed and achieve our mission 1.5. Remember, 2027 is around the corner, and we have a target, we have to achieve. But not only Lion Nancy, not the district governor, not the GLT coordinator, but it is a duty of every member. We must come on board. We must, learn good practices from different clubs. And those which strategies we feel that they are not working for our own club, remember it's your club, your way, you can drop them, but make sure we be very, very passionate. Let us be very definite. Let us be everyone's responsibility to recruit as many as possible. Remember, as I mentioned, we have our targets as a District 411B, and we are looking forward that for members, as you recruit, your recruitment strength will not go in vain. We are going to recognize at individual level who have recruited, and also at the club level, the number of members you have recruited. So far, I was looking in the portal. I saw that we have very few Lions who have been reported for this Lionistic year, and I know a number of Lions installed and inducted new Lions. Maybe they have not yet reported them. I want to appeal that, and I request you that we can report them in the portal and show our strength in recruiting and growing. Otherwise, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank every one of you who has made efforts. Remember, there is a challenge. If you are a Lion, you bring one, at least one. If you are a club leader, at least bring 2. If you are a district officer, you have a target of 3. And of course, if you are a region zone chair, you are a big person, we are looking forward to see 5. I have started, me, I started a challenge by also being part of that challenge. I think this Lionistic year, I have brought in 2 new members. This is the first month, and hopefully by the time we reach in June, I have my target of 10. What is your target? Let's join hands and make our District 411B shine and shine much more. Thank you so much for listening.
Wow, 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 wow. From the passionate person herself, the girl from Bushenyi. Thank you very much, Lion Nancy. Thank you, thank you. You've really brought us to that level where now with the challenge, the ball is in our court. Members, maybe what I forgot to tell you about the passion which Nancy has. She's a senior clinical officer, the in charge of Chamuhunga Health Center 3. Chamuhunga is also in Bushenyi, and she's in charge of nutrition in the DHO's office. Now you can imagine the passion she has with membership growth. If she was in charge of your health, what would happen? So join me to appreciate Nancy Nyamweya, our GMT coordinator for District 411B Uganda. And before even we go to our next item on the agenda, I would like to ask Liana Nguzu to move a vote of thanks, and then we go into the question and answer and the discussion and all. Liana Nguzu, are you on call? Liana Nguzu? Okay, Liana Siriako Kabagambe. Kindly move a vote of thanks before, because we need to appreciate the effort she has put in. We need to appreciate the passion. We need to appreciate the good practices she has shared. So Lion Siriako Kabagambe, please move a vote of thanks.
Oh.
Passionate.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. When Lion Nancy is speaking, you feel ebyenda nga byetokota. We are so thrilled by your passion, by your power, and by the love. But more importantly, this morning, by the content you have given us. Thank you so much for doing what you do best. I want also to thank the organizers and the participants and all the Lions who put their effort into this work of serving those who need our service. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless us. I submit.
Thank you very much, Lion Siriako. Now, me as myself, Charity, my take home is be intentional, be passionate, orient, recognize those members. And even before we open, I share my good practice. I think this is from Makerere. Every time they have a new member, I don't know whether they still do it, but they used to do it. They get the picture of the new member and put that picture. Lionel Polot is here, he will maybe explain more how they do it. They put a picture of the new member, either on their website or I think maybe on their notes boards at Makerere, but they recognize and appreciate that new member, the new addition to their club by putting a picture and publicizing it. So it is the club, at least I know they do it, and I really believe that if you're welcomed like that, you feel appreciated. You're not like the one of the 100 cows which the herdsman lost and he had to go and look for it. You feel valued, you feel appreciated, you feel you've joined the family. So it is something maybe we can pick from Makerere and other clubs as we are going to share our good practices, as we are going to share the experiences, as we are going to complement and supplement what Lion Nancy has presented to us this morning. Lion Nancy, we thank you, we appreciate you, you've been spot on. And now we are going to open for discussion, we are going to open for questions, we are going to open for additions and some of the challenges we are getting. And not only the challenges, but we expect the members here to bring possible solutions or to bring how it has been done, because recruitment and retention is everybody's responsibility. So over to you, members. Members, we are now discussing challenges, we are discussing good practices.
Lion Charity, this is Lion Katate. Hello?
Yes, our IPDG.
Yeah, can you allow me add a few things?
Yes, please.
I begin by thanking Nancy. Thank you so much for that elaborate presentation. And of course, for all the work we have done previously in recruitment. Just a few additions. The first small addition is that members really want to join strong and coherent clubs. Kindly let us make our clubs strong. This is through strong leadership, which can, build teams, make clubs visible, as she said. All in all, they should show vibe. The second addition is about planning. Every recruitment mission should be well planned. This is now at a micro level. You have identified where to go, and then you are going. So before you go, make sure you have visited your contacts as a team. Make sure you don't go alone to that place where you are planning to go. Mobilize so that at least you are 3, 4, 5, because even your impression you give in terms of numbers, in terms of personal branding, is very important. You can see it will also be a kind of teaching, so prepare yourself. Prepare yourself through, for example, a PowerPoint presentation or a paper which is built up so that you can help you to discuss and be consistent and systematic in presentation. One thing in that presentation that you should remember is to talk about responsibilities very, very well and seriously, because people tend to dwell on benefits, and the general population wants immediate benefits. If you invite them into the association from that direction and they don't see benefits, then it becomes a problem for you and your new members. So prepare the presentation in such a way that you really bring out all those things, the roles, the responsibilities, the codes of ethics, so that benefits maybe can come later, but people have understood everything. As you present, allow testimonies, allow observations, allow questions. The people you have gone with as a team can also be allowed to add on, and the people you are talking to can observe, and then you answer back. You should register the attendance, because this is normal recruitment is not a one-off. Once you go in, you have to go back, and you need to be consistent in that follow-up. And so the registration is very, very important. Of course, I didn't talk about time management. Once you have an appointment, Lions, please mark the time. If you say we're going to meet at 5 and you appear at 7, then the impression is already bad. So if you make an appointment, ensure that you fulfill the time requirements. Ask the participants, those who participate, to invite others for the next meeting. And as I said, this is not a once-off, so always come in. One thing that I want to share with you is the challenge of talking to an apathetic group, a group which becomes a bit hostile along the way, and they say, what do I gain from this thing? They become diversion and make people feel that it's not a very important association to join. I have dealt with it before like this. I have put up a flip chart sheet and opened a discussion and asked, is it really nice? Is it still okay to be a volunteer? Can we volunteer? It's out of fashion. And then I get feedback. Of course, you guide the discussion. Some of the feedback that I dwell on is things like, do you belong to a religion? What does religion teach? That you love your neighbor. Have you ever been helped? Yes. How do you pay back for such help? So you guide the discussion and steer it from those who want to rob the discussion from you in another direction. The last Input is about personal credentials. Members, we need to build that capacity to recruit. Look at yourself as an individual and see that you have the following. Passion, like Nancy dwelt on it a lot. You cannot sell something that you don't love. People will simply see that what you are selling, your heart is not in it. And so as you talk, they should just read passion in you, passion about it. I learned this thing of passion from the late Yese. He talks to you, he used to talk to you about lions, and you feel the man is lions itself, and you love it. Build your knowledge. Build your knowledge. You can't talk about something that you don't understand. And knowledge is available on the website. Knowledge is available in the land. Knowledge is available everywhere. Build your knowledge about lionism so that as you talk, you are ready to understand. You are ready to make people understand. 3, sacrifice. Recruitment, Lioness try to make it easy, but it can be tough unless you are willing to sacrifice time, sacrifice resources to be able to be in touch with those people that you are trying to recruit. You need to have some ability to assess quality. Even if you receive a crowd you are talking to, be able to see that in this crowd, I'm going to pick members who can pay their membership dues, who have the spirit to serve others in this community. If you assess, if you don't have that assessment, then you bring garbage in and sometimes garbage out. Revisit your networks, which Nancy has talked about. Don't go for a recruitment drive without taking time to say, whom do I know in this place? Your former workmates, your family members, and if you are a team in a club, you should be able to identify at least 10 people to start with. So be able to do that, and the others have already said. Thank you so much for the time. I have finished. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, our immediate past district governor. My take home is the passion still. My take home is the follow-up. My take home is orientation. Thank you very much, and appreciating the people. Members, we are continuing with our discussion, but maybe from our chat room, Nancy, everybody appreciates you, everyone on call, and we are talking about how thrilling the presentation has been, how wonderful it has been, how some members have learned about the exit surveys. Yes, when somebody doesn't become your friend anymore, you need to find out what happened. So Nancy, thank you very much. Members, we are continuing the discussion.
Yes.
So let's continue.
Good morning, Lions. Good morning, Lion Charity.
Good morning.
And good morning, our presenter. Thank you very much, Lion Nancy, for the nice presentation. My name is Lion Emmanuel Okolot. Yes, Lions Club of Makerere, and currently Zone 2 chair. Lion Charity had asked me to supplement on the membership recognition. And then indeed, normally when we get a new member, we have to sort of write a card, a welcome card, and then also post in all our social media platforms. And what we find out, the feedback from those members is amazing. They are just happy. But we do not stop there. Continuously, if any member, I think that comes to retention, if any member achieves, for example, they have gotten a promotion or a new appointment, or they have a new baby, something like that, we normally also write that card in terms of appreciation and congratulations. And indeed, as already the presenter and also IPD just touched on it, recognition is very important, but also appreciation. Every small thing. We have had feedback from members where someone, for example, has moved around, mobilized for service activity, but they feel we have not appreciated enough. So everybody wants to be appreciated, and I think we need to be intentional and deliberate, as the presenter said, in doing that. But of course, there are also challenges. I don't know really what works for other clubs, but IPDG challenged for example, us, we have a big community in Makerere, but why is it difficult to have numbers? I think a year or two ago, we had opportunity in the Lioness here to recruit over 10 members. But as the presenter has already said, and also others, that some people come with their interests. And later on, we noticed along the Lionistic year, they were, I think the target was to, to get a visa and go to the US or things like that. When things didn't work out, you find that the members already start dropping out. So my question or challenge would be, how do we, even these people have interest and we get them into the club, how do we then work it out so that we interest them? Instead of their original interest of maybe visa or something else, we get them more interested and now acclimatize to being a Lion. I think that I end there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lion Opolot. Now this one goes to all of us. How do we keep those members that come with different interests and then end up, I mean, so that we make them our own? It has been a big challenge. Maybe somebody can add to that. It's a challenge which we all have. And I think the best way, maybe from my part, the best way to keep those members, if you come with a different agenda and you reach there and you find exactly what we've been discussing about, you've been appreciated, you've been oriented, you know what is bringing you, then you may make up your mind. Because we have some members, yes, who have come like that, but they are very good members to date. So I think it is something we all can see how to do it, but if you make me feel at home, then I'll be able to stay. Members, more contributions?
Lion, yes, Lion Charity. I can also say something about that. Remember, this is a voluntary organization, and as we've seen, there are so many strategies of, marketing to ensure that the member like our product and they join us. Indeed, a number of people will come with different intentions, and that one we might not have control over it. But as Lions, what we should do, as we mentioned, planning. We should plan for these new members. We should have a committee to vet before even we fully induct these new members as Lions. I think that one is lacking in most clubs. And if we do that, the reaction, and there was a lot of vibe and the things that prepared. One, vetting process. Two, the audience interests. But we should have a package now. We need to tell them we have our code of conduct. Once they know what we have for them, and then everyone will be seeing whether it's in the right place or not. However, as they come in those intentions, I've seen most of them, by the way, they get excited, especially when we are doing activities and you see someone telling you, hey, how can I join? I also have this person whom we need to support.
Lion Nancy, we've lost you again. Lion Nancy? Okay, I think we have lost Lion Nancy. She will be back to us. But members, if you go to the chat room, our super recruit, Alan Smith, has shared some of the strategies for engagement of members. So you can read, you can copy that text and paste it in your chat box, I mean in your WhatsApp or on your mails, so that you can refer to it. So we are looking at clear communication.
Lion Charity, good morning.
Good morning, DG. You're welcome.
Yeah, but I'm seeing some more hands, and I was thinking Lion Smith can actually paste it in Lions of Uganda for access for all.
Thank you, DG.
I
Lion
see
Allison, I
Allison.
see your hand, Patrick Angus, you follow each other like that. Yes, Lion DG?
No, I was saying you see those hands so that we don't lose them.
Yeah, true. Lion Allison Chinengere and then Lion Anguzu from Yumbe. We shall start with Lion Allison. Your hand was up first.
Okay, thank you, Lion Moderator. I am Lion Allison, a treasurer, Kampala host. Thank you very much, Nancy, for the session. And I also thank the people whoever saw that we need to utilize our 7 a.m. Saturday morning so that we benefit the Lions of Uganda by attending these sessions. Lion Nancy, thank you for the stamina, thank you for the passion. And I would like to say that the energy that we put in to recruit should be the same energy that we put in to retain. We should balance the both, because if you recruit 5 and you lose 6 at the end of it, it wouldn't make sense. And then the other point I wanted to make, and I don't know if there's a reason behind this, I am proposing that when we are presenting, can we change the slides ourselves rather than asking someone, Lion Professor, next slide, Lion Professor, next slide. I think somehow it takes some of our time. I don't know if there is a reason behind this, but I think changing the slide yourself would be better. And in case there is some clarification you would like to make, you can easily go back to the previous slide and you clarify and you make your clarification. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lion Allison, for your contribution. Maybe on the sharing of slides, I have a challenge myself with sharing them. So sometimes it's not like Professor is the one who has to share them, but some of our gadgets sometimes cannot share or we fail because of ABCD. But of course, it's good practice to do it ourselves. Thank you very much. Lion Patrick Anguzu.
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, and good morning to all who are here, all the Lions. I want to thank Lion Nancy so much. It was a very powerful presentation, both in the way of presenting and also the content. And I think this presentation should have actually come yesterday, not today, because it will really have helped us to achieve our vision. Now about keeping people who have been invited, I would think that a very important element is the element of orientation. I'm one of the oldest Lions in my club. In fact, I'm the oldest in my club, and I'm a charter member. And people have been asking why I've been there. I've remained there when many of the others are not there. And I would think that one of the key things is the orientation. We were oriented by Lions Club of Kampala Host, and I think they gave me a reason for being a Lion and why I should remain a Lion. We have to take orientation very seriously and organize it in such a way that it makes the potential Lions to really feel that they are in the right place. They have to identify something during the orientation for them to follow. Then I come to the second thing. We need to increase our visibility, and our visibility is increased best when we do activities. And when we do activities, we need to choose activities that make people to want to be part of. The people who are doing it, everybody wants to be a part of a winning team. If we're doing activities, it's not good for people to be seeing lions there, they see from afar that who are these people who are doing this thing. They have to be involved. The community members who are beneficiaries, we have always to make sure that they are part of it. And it becomes a bit easy to pick usually one of those who took part in the activity to follow them up and invite them to become lions. So involving the community members, that's very, very important. And I would like to suggest that this presentation should be maybe redone some other time, and more mobilization is done so that more people can attend. I've seen about 65 people who are online, but we have to find ways in which we could have more people to get this kind of message. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Lion Nguzu, for your contribution. Members, some of the questions that have been asked, we shall answer them in a short while. So now we got Lion Emmanuel Kisame, your hand is up, and then later Faith Batega. In that order, Lion Emmanuel.
Hello, can you get me? Yes, please. Thank you very much. Personally, I want to thank Lion Nancy for the wonderful presentation, and also thank the organizers for the presentation. It is wonderful. I just want to contribute about the other point where many people come to the Lions Club with different intentions. And there was a question, how should we make sure, even if you came with the wrong intention, but you can find a place to stay? I think it was by Lion Emmanuel Opolot. I think one of the things I'd like to re-emphasize, it came from IPDG, Katate. Make our clubs enjoyable. Let there be vibe in our clubs so that even if somebody came with other intentions which were not to stay, he doesn't feel he has missed it and then move away. Some of them are, of course, the known Lionistic things, but then the other things are the things that he mentioned. But the other thing also is when you make, especially when you discover that many people have recruited our corporates, bring in topics which sometimes are not Lionistic, like how do you do investments, how do you do farming, how do you do, what are the current trending investment opportunities in the country. I mean, many things like insurance things. And once somebody comes and discovers that even if I came for the other things, but this thing, this association or this gathering is interesting to me, then they will not leave. It will help those ones who are around to be retained, but even those ones who came with different intention, like maybe visas, once they realize the thing is very good, then they will stay. Make our club enjoyable. Let us not just look at the key things, but look at the social aspects, the family aspects of the members, and this one will show reason for somebody should really stay, and it will help us. Then on the other hand, I would like to thank the DG for the opportunity he gave me in charge of media presence and showing publicity. I would like to appeal all the clubs, once you do an activity, make sure there is some publicity on the activity that we do, because that one will increase our visibility and people will ask, what do these people do? And they will want to join. Don't do a silent activity. Please ensure that your activity is publicized. Personally, sometimes I get some resources from somewhere, from my personal resources. If there is nothing that you need, there's something you would like to do, but maybe you don't have the resources, please feel free to reach out to me. Later on, I will share my number so that I can do some small affordable publicity for you, since sometimes the district doesn't have enough resources for my docket. But basically, let us publicize our activities as much as possible. This one will help us to be known. Thank you very much. I submit.
I mean it for good. Thank you very much, Kisame, for your contribution. Now, before we go to Lion Faith Batega, I think there is something which Lion Nancy you have to respond to immediately after Lion Batega. about the concern of the retention and maintenance of the Leo Club members, especially when they leave school. So what strategy do we have for them? But right now, let's listen to Lion Batega Faith.
Thank you, moderator. Good morning to all of you. I want to add my voice on what my sponsor, Lion Nancy, is my sponsor. What she said, everything should be intentional. We don't pick somebody from the road because he has loved our jacket or she has joined us in an activity and you just pay. Recruitment should be a process like she has explained. You come, you fellowship, you follow, we engage you. Me, when she was recruiting me, she would even be on my door at workplace. We go so that by the time you are inducted, you are aware where you are going to. People most times see us at a funeral, they see us maybe on our function, they say, I'm ready, this is the money, and we accept. As much as we need the money, but service is the center of our service. And cheerfully, let us make sure we orient. Orientation is not a one-day thing. Come today, come another, we evolve you. And then finally, when you come, I want to emphasize the issue of involvement of new lands. For us, some of the lands that have come to Shane, if you're very active, the next Lionistic year you are in service. But we have a mentality of old lands, yes. But somebody can come, get interested. There is nothing if she gets an offer to serve as a leader and being in committees, so that a person feels that she is at the right place. Of course, vibe is okay. Voluntariness, you have to be proud of where you are. So if you are a lion by just membership, then you are not giving us a service. Let us really be deliberate. We participate, we encourage others, we mobilize, we motivate, of course, with vibe, everything is possible. Thank you, Lion Charity. Thank you, with the DG and all of us that have seen this, and we shall do better. I submit.
Thank you very much, Lion Faith. I see Hilda's hand is up, but I'm going to request Lion Nancy to respond to some of the concerns in our chat, especially what would be the for the Leos.
Stay at 8 and I'll be like,
Members, I request
for eating when I rather be in class.
Can we mute
handbag?
Lanamara, please mute. Lan Nancy. Okay, Lan Hilda, Tid, you may ask may we listen to your contribution?
Thank you so much, Lion Charity. Thank you. A big thank you to our presenter. I really would like to underscore what Lion Emmanuel has just said about the club culture. I think retention is built so much around what happens within the club, not what we say to the new members, not how we try to hold them, but what goes on in the club, the vibe in the club, the culture in the club, how we solve conflicts, how we try to ensure there are no conflicts. So I think we need to really concentrate a lot on the club culture to be able to retain our membership. I've had conversations sometimes with members, and I think that is what sits at the center of retention. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Lan Hilda. We appreciate your contribution. Lan Habimana, the gracious, your hand is up, please.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Lande. Good morning, Lande.
Good morning, good morning. I
Good
appreciate.
morning.
You are not getting me?
Hello.
We are getting good and clear.
I'm getting you. Oh, very good. I'm really very happy to be part of this session. And I appreciate Nancy for her presentation. It was very, very moving. However, I would like also want to add something very small in regards to retention of members once they have come to a club. I have noticed that in most clubs where I've been visiting, I happen to be a visitor to a number of clubs. I realize normally they are age groups. People are in their age groups. You find the middle-aged. They normally you see the way they are together. The younger ones, there is the way they are together, and the old ones, who are very few now. In most clubs, the old ones are absent. So my contribution would be that the old members, who to me seem to attract people admire them, if they can always attend. Like in our club, there is a Lion who, whenever she comes, I see people, attending to her. Lion Elna Bagaine. She's one of our old members in the Kampala Central. Lion Bagaine, then Lion Gilvazi, who is our host today, I think. Whenever they're around Lion in Tangari, I see people, getting very close to them. So there is a reason. Somehow they seek the advice and all that. If the old members can always participate, can always attend, I think this would be a very good way of retaining, because people would, I imagine, and this is what I've observed, that people look towards somebody, look at somebody as a model, that kind of thing. And then the other thing is the presidents, the leaders, normally after they have handed over leadership, they vanish. They don't come. I think like former presidents would really be an enigma. People would be attracted to listen to them sometimes, to see their presence being, they are being there. So former presidents, I don't know whether this is a false accusation, but this is my observation. In a number of clubs, former presidents don't come. They are never there. I don't know why they lose interest so much. So I think if they could always come also, they would attract members to probably to stay. I have been in Alon's club. I've been a Leo's coordinator. And when I would look around, there were very few people who were previously Leo's who were in the club. I can't even mention them by name. There are around 3 in our club, and yet we've had a number of Leos. I think we should do a lot of work in ensuring that Leos are retained the moment they leave school, the moment they leave college, the moment they leave university. Whereas, of course, they disperse and go to their villages, others, but most of them stay in Kampala. I don't know, but I think they should. We could always make a call. Make a call, ask them, since you have finished the university, where are you now? So at least we attract them. They can be one of the areas where we can do some recruitment. I'm very sorry for talking too much. As teachers, we have a tendency of speaking. But I really appreciate Nancy. Thank you for that presentation. I wish you could make that presentation in clubs, or you have somebody present in clubs to give that presentation. And probably if you can also share it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Lando Gracias. We even appreciate the visibility. I see the visibility. I see the immediate past district governor's banner in your office. So we appreciate that visibility. Please keep the fire burning. Members, we welcome Lion Nyarai from Kumalo Lions Club. That's from Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. Lion Nyarai, you're welcome to this call. We appreciate your presence. Thank you for joining us. We are also ready to hear from you, to learn from you how you do it in Zimbabwe as far as membership recruitment is concerned. I don't see any more hands up, but if you can make your contribution, because we are reaching. Yes, Nancy, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. The network was disturbing, but there was a question on the chat by Lion Apollo, which was
Yes.
asking how can we recruit and retain or maintain Leo Club members?
Yes,
I
please.
think partly, I must say that as Lions, the Leos are our children, and I know for a long time we have been really emphasizing that we are their mothers. The mother clubs should be there for the Leos. However, I must say one thing as a strategy of retaining and recruitment. One is in calculating the culture of service. We need to involve the young people in our service activities. Us as Lions, we should involve our own children as we are doing these service activities so that they see and they appreciate how we give service to the community. If we are doing like an environmental activity in a school, we can request for administration to give us a number of pupils or students to be part of us. In that way, we shall be making them like what we are doing. Secondly, we should inculcate the culture of giving. I think I must share this like Lions Club of Shenya, and I think Region Bay, our immediate district governor, you know it. We started a strategy of ensuring that when we start a Leos Club, they need to be told to also, give something to contribute for either their activities or even their membership. I know it is $100, and that one has helped us because once they know that they are putting in this as being Leos, then they own it, free things. And I think that's why Lion Habimana has just mentioned. Most of the Leos, after they leave their institutions, they go missing. We don't see them, most of them. Why? Because they were not part of the process. If we make them to, you have a Kasmoro fee. These students, they usually in institution, they are given some little money by parents. And I've seen even in schools, they have different clubs, the debate and others. And in those clubs, they give subscription fee. So for me, I feel that one of the strategies is also to encourage Leos to be giving in some little subscription so that they own what they have started. And even it will chase away those who just want to come and join for fun. We shall get committed Leos who will grow to be Lions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Maybe to add on that, we have a Leo Lions Club information, which is based here in Kampala, but it has members from all over the country. Maybe it is also something we need to look at so that we keep our Leos engaged. We have actually 2 clubs which are taking on the Leo Lions. That is Kampala Generations and Legacy, Kampala Legacy. So those 2 clubs are trying to assimilate Leos for continuity, and I think it is something we need to take on in other regions. So those who want to join those clubs, you can get in touch with us so that we are able to help you get those Leos more engaged. Thank you very much for time management. We are going to listen to two more contributions, and then we'll request our district governor to give her remarks and close this training. But before that, there are some comments from the chat. Lion Wambale is talking about some presidents disappearing after their term. Edwin is saying we can create a Leo's WhatsApp group where Lions are part and keep following up. Yes, that's a good idea. The others, the appreciation to Lion Nancy for the presentation. Lion Smith has shared his contribution in the chat on the Lions of Uganda. At least I've seen it there. So thank you, everyone. So we are going to listen to 2 more people because I see people signing out for time management so that we can close. But if they are not there, I'm going to request the district governor to come and address us.
I am there.
Lance Yako is there.
Hey, Lance
I want,
Yako, yes.
yes, one thing, one aspect I've remembered about Leos, most of our Leos are the students, and they are higher institution students. These people, by their very nature, are international citizens. He could be in this university today, tomorrow he's in Canada, the other day is in Kenya, and so on. I think one aspect we could think about, we need to do more infection. We infect these people with Lionism, the spirit of Lionism, so that in future, in the likely event that this person moves even away from the club, if he is located in Uganda, he could be able to join another club somewhere. But even in the unlikely event that this international student moves out and goes to Kenya or wherever they go, they should have that spirit still haunting them to make them join other club movements elsewhere in the world. So, and I think in the training, that aspect should be brought in, because even in their university, they are train here, get the skills, get out of the university and look for employment or work or whatever you're going to do, wherever you are going to find it. So to think that we are going to retain them around our clubs maybe would be limiting their potential as students. I've thought about this one, and maybe it could be incorporated in our general thinking about Lionism, recruitment of young people, giving them the spirit of Lionism, and then retaining the spirit in them, instead of retaining them in the locations. I submit.
Thank you very much, Lance Yako, for your contribution. Now, before I invite our district governor to address us, I would also wish to have some communication. We already communicated next Saturday. We are not the Saturday of 2nd. We are not going to have a virtual training, but we shall be having training at the cabinet meeting, which we intend to live stream. We also have a YouTube channel, so for members who are asking us to share the recording, if you go to the YouTube channel right now, you will find all these presentations there. You can also still comment and ask questions. We'll be able to respond, and then also go back to Lion Ilukat's concern on digital. Our next presentation will be on digital revolution and AI, and it is during that time that all of us are going to be interested in learning how to use some of our gadgets, either to promote or to to be able to navigate our way here and there. So I think that one, Lionel Allison and all of us, it will be able to hope that presentation will be able to help us know how to navigate our way when it comes to the digital world. So I think that one is going to help. Now we have the last one from Jared Owen. Lions of Uganda should develop a conflict resolution policy. Some senior lions in some clubs tend to own clubs and absolutely not willing to be corrected. I personally know lions who have left clubs because of untamed senior lion members. Then the question also I have always had on my mind is, how does a lion who has been elected on the executive committee be brought to book when he or she goes astray? What if the one-day treasurer or the president opts to dissolve the club? I thank you so much. Owen Nankunda, Nairobi, Kenya, from Kampala, Victoria. Now, this one, when our district governor is speaking to us, I think we shall request her to give us more light on that. Lion Nyarai has talked to us of what he has deleted the message, but there was a message from him. So without wasting more time, members, I would like to request our district governor to come and address us and then close this training officially. Over to you, Lion DG.
Thank you very much, Lion Charity. Hearty thanks to the GLT team, Lion Devas Nyanabo, for holding this on. I know the whole of July almost haven't been there, but I want to thank you so much for these trainings. I apologize for today, but I entered when you were doing the prayer, so it means I was able to hear our voice, Nancy, the girl from the West, presenting passionately. I want to thank you, Nancy, for having that heart in everything you do, including this well-prepared presentation. You can see what it has sparked. The discussions are actually very healthy and helping us to learn more. And I want to thank all those who have been online to stay on and also make their contributions. The late coming, you blame those who gave me a very warm banquet last evening, and thank all the Lions for the warm welcome. I can't forget that. It was a wonderful evening and cheerful too. Thank you, IPDG. I don't know if he's still on call, for being there and also for the input on this presentation, your key points that you've added on, and your ever willingness to spread mission 1.5. I admire that. Thank you, and continue. I've heard in the presentations where, in the comments, that seniors in the clubs normally leave, presidents lead and finish and leave. But you can see the beauty it brings if the past leaders remain on board. Even the charter members, I've had Lion Anguzu sharing. They help the clubs to remain relevant, to remain vibrant, to remain on course, because actually charter members normally have those rich inputs because they know how they started the club from scratch. And if other members who join find you, that is also another strategy for keeping our clubs alive, because this is what we are all aspiring for. And I think one of the other things we could have is having these stories shared. I thought that maybe since we have Saturday morning, every Sunday evening, every end of month Sunday evening, maybe we open it for sharing successes and lessons to learn from those who are doing well, so that we learn from each other and continue being able to reach out to our communities to join us. And on that note, I want to thank Lion Anguzu for being on this call this morning, because I was listening in and very good ideas coming up. Visibility via activities is something that we should strive for. And on that note, I want to thank the Lions Club of Chira Host. Yesterday hosted us our first service activity, of course, a welcome activity in Chira Primary School. And we also introduced Pass the Ball, which I've also said should be an activity that is ongoing for all clubs to embrace. Do an activity, play a game with the community members, but also with clubs, inter-club, and inter-club and inter-Leo club versing each other. It would be fun. We did plant vegetable gardens, and also thank you, Lanopolo. I didn't know your area of expertise until yesterday when you were teaching the children how they can make the soil healthy for plants to grow and continue feeding the family. These are talks we can also have on some of the Zoom meetings that we shall have. Maybe one of the Saturday morning, we can have the other nourishment, self-empowerment, self-development talks. But these are things that are some of the voices that come in, that also club members need certain things that keep them feeling that they should belong to this club because they get something from it. Mission 1.5, we need to embrace all strategies to make sure that we are able to continue attracting members to join us. I don't want to have another presentation because I know members are running to their own areas, but something I wanted to add on the Leos, in addition to what others have helped to talk about and report about. You know, Leo clubs are an activity of the Lions Club, and if every club has a Leo club, then we are actually nurturing a strong district, having members fall back to join us. But it is important that when you have a Leo club, you report the members. As we embark on forming Leo Lion clubs, you find that you may not have member benefits if you are a Leo who was never reported at the Lions Clubs International. When they don't have you in your record, in their records, you may not be able to transit as a Leo Lion because they look for that information. They look for membership numbers. So every Leo club, wherever it is, make sure that the members are reported. And I think we, like somebody said, we should be able to follow on our Leo's activities. I think in addition, we could have also some sessions where we are having Leo's lead a presentation of sorts, and we are participating, and maybe the leaders are participating, but also sharing thoughts and guiding their actions. It would help them to stay on track and be interested. And like Lion Syriaco said, that we instill that spirit of Lionism, that wherever they go, they remain relevant to us. And something I shouldn't forget, we have an upcoming visit from the international president. He arrives on 22nd of September, and he's with us for 1.5 days. This is something I call upon everyone that we plan for it. We have Lion PDG Tangale agreed to chair the committee that will be organizing, and I think they will be passing on information on how we should plan for that. September is not very far, and this is an important visit. The head of the association is visiting 411B. That is something we should plan for. And also, of course, remember there is Africa Forum. Registration is still ongoing. That is another thing we encourage Lions to attend in Kigali, and maybe it could have been talked about in the opening remarks. And on Saturday, we have a cabinet meeting. And of course, there is training. This one will be targeting all district officers, and the JLT team, I think, is working on that. They will be passing on information during the week on the program and how it will flow. So I would encourage everyone to attend that training, so we will not have this one. I remember Charity said I talk about something. I don't remember if I've captured it, but you can help remind me. How do we bring leaders to book? It is a hard one for me as well, if anyone has an answer, but you know we are a volunteer organization. But of course, when somebody has reached the level of leadership, as a Lion, we would not worry about this unless it is a club that has been formed and in a week you've become a leader and another week it has been dissolved. So I wouldn't expect that we have such issues if we are following the way that last evening we had a privilege to have a Rotarian with us in the session and said, the beauty of our associations, you serve 1 year and another one is in waiting and they take over. So I thought this is a clear-cut lineup, clear-cut guidelines from our association, which are always available, orientation taking place in the proper way. We would not be in this area, but still As Lions, we have conflict resolution teams, and maybe that is something we should bring on board so that we also get training in that for the officers so that we don't meet such hiccups. Other than that, I really, really want to thank you. Thank you so much for all the teams who are working and continuing to grow our association in District 411B. Thank you, IPDG. I hope you're feeling better. I remember you are not well. We continue to pray for you. Thank you, LAN SVDG also. I remember when I logged on, I found the live streaming on, and it was the one I managed to join quickly. I was able to listen in, but I was not able to see that I'm in the Zoom. So thank you, and we hope by the end we shall also be all compliant with these technologies. I want to thank you and wish you the best Saturday.
Thank you very much, our district governor, and welcome back from Orlando. And we are ready to serve. Now I take this opportunity on behalf of the GOT team for those who have attended, but more importantly to request that we share what we have, the tips we have gotten. I also take the opportunity to once again thank our presenter, I also take this opportunity to thank all members, especially those who are not from 411B, for attending and for your contributions. I thank each and every one of you for your contributions, for being here with us, for always getting up. And on behalf of the GOT team, I request that you give us feedback and also identify some areas where you think we could bring presenters and some areas where you think we could share and help as far as GOT is concerned. On behalf of our GOT coordinator, team leader, Lian Gilvas Ndianabo, we are now open for Chimeza. So you can say hi to your members. It will only take us 3 minutes because we have only 5 minutes to end this training this morning. Thank you very much to each one of you. Thank you, we appreciate.
Thank you, Charity. On the Chimeza, I wanted to suggest something that maybe on Saturdays during this session, we can also encourage members who have like different ideas to post on Lions of Uganda for the benefit of most of the Lions, some who may even read it later. I see somebody still asking about the recording for these presentations, but I think we should also encourage that YouTube channel and maybe share a link always on the different platforms so that people are aware and able to follow up these wonderful presentations. Lian Nancy, I admire you. Thank you so much. Continue the vibe. We have a challenge today. Yeah.
Thank you very much, District Governor. So Chimeza is open. You can put your cameras. We want to see your faces. We want to see how you're branded. Like a
yes. Thank you, Charity. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.
Lance Riako, your chair is taking you down. Come up a bit. We'll see if there is a logo.
Attention.
Lance, please make sure you send Matoke to Emmanuel Kisame.
Hey, let him count it done.
Lance Same, thank you for offering. By the way, the other thing we need, Lance Same, is the radio talk shows or radio talks. Are there also shows? Radio talks? We can have topical issues and host people to talk about certain things on Lionsm if we can have those opportunities. Like the new initiative we want to introduce.
Not
We are
texting.
the others. I don't see anybody.
Anybody
Where are you?
the phones don't have cameras.
Yeah, let me drive to
I can
change for
I
the
can
Matoke.
The
The next
camera
presenter
died.
is going. The next presenter is going to tell us how
where
to
are
put.
you?
Right now, say I'm still in Orlando.
Did you deliver my
You
message?
enjoy.
Money in the village.
Right now,
Thank you,
I'm
Lion
driving
Same,
for the
for the
Matoke.
pictures.
Yes,
Thank you, Lion
Landale,
yes,
from
Nami.
Orlando.
I like the background when you are presenting.
Landale, is it also something for teachers to hold their cheek?
No, but once in a while, when you are and Governor, when you are listening attentively, you just hold the cheek. But thank you for the services you're offering so far, and welcome back from Orlando. You ate a show. You saw you eating the show.
Thank you so
And
much.
I thank you for the pictures you are sending us. I managed to get a story out of the pictures you are sending us, especially you, Lion Chisame, Lion Professor. Professor Lion past district governor, you are sending us pictures and they were very useful. I had to do a story and I think some few people saw that you are in Orlando and you ate big. Thank you.
The one at the beach.
By the
The
way,
one
thank
at
you
the
so
beach
much,
was
Landale. That was a very good story you created. Nancy Riako, what are you saying?
the one of the beach was the best.
Yes, Governor.
Governor at the beach.
Landale, thank you very much for making my department very, very active. You're a wonderful person to deal with. Landale, thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
So we stay in touch. Bye, member.
Bye. Yeah, good night. Good morning. Sorry.
Good night. Somebody's
See you.
going to sleep.
That's a good night.
They've not woken up from the dinner last night, so for us, we are still in transit.
Charity, I also have the friendship banner there. Do you see it?
Yes, I've seen. Thank you for the visibility. You're walking that walk.
I'm still in my malaria.
Yeah, that's
so,
at its best. We appreciate.
okay,
Remember, thank you very much. We just need to end here. It is 9 o'clock. We don't want to waste most of our time. Thank you, District Governor. Thank you, IPDG. Thank you, all members on the call. Nice weekend and have a beautiful weekend. Thank you. Goodbye.
Be blessed, all of you.
Thank you too. Nice day.